Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, market is bouncing with leaps and bounds, and the Wall Street is making some sharp moves, and it's been quite normal. If you are a student in stock market, you must understand what's happening and what's the impact of the events. You know, people generally tend to make a mistake that they are combining both economic issues directly with the stock market. Yes, economic issue, each and every issue has an impact on the stock market, but the kind of impact it has and how much time it will take to rebound or to adjust that risk is out of somebody's context. Okay, so with this, let me tell you that the Wall Street is making some very nice moves, and you can see the indices which are going from strength to strength. So with this, let's start and welcome you to another session of USA Weekly Market Report. The last week has been a phenomenal one, and it's happening for the last 2 months that uh, US market started moving higher, and it has a positive impact on the global economy. So let's start analyzing what's happened and what will probably happen in the next week. But before that, if you haven't yet subscribed my channel yet, just hit on the subscription button. Also hit on the notification bell along with the all button to get my updated video notification. Now, this one, the UK economy contracts in the second quarter. I think the kind of the cost that they are right now facing after getting detached with the EU is quite big, and they are facing with both economic issues and climatic issues. So it's going to be something different. Okay, but because they are not very heavy on stock market compares to US is highly dependent on stock market. They are a bit way off from this kind of situation, but anyways, they'll have a big impact on their economy going forward until and unless they actually take some corrective measures. Apart from that, FANG stocks, you must purchase that stock, or you must buy that dip, or you don't want to buy. Everybody has their divided opinion, but over a period of time things will settle down, and it's up to the individual whether he or she thinks that the price at which they are buying, will they provide the value to them or not. So it's an individual decision. Apart from that, as you can see, UK declared drought in parts of England amid heat wave. So this is something phenomenal which is happening, and this is the wrath of the climatic change, and this is actually alarming, and each and everybody must take a note of it, and because of which or this kind of situations, I think there will be some sort of a push on green energy, a bigger push on a green energy going forward. So please keep this one in terms of in the context of stock market, and try to find out something which, or the companies which are generating this kind of green energy. Okay, this is just like a theme which you have to, which one can play if they are interested. Apart from that, German energy giant RWE to burn extra coal as Russian gas supplies dwindle. Now, Europe is definitely face some big challenges, and it's not about, I actually hope and pray that things will normalize, because if it does not, then it's good that you are a wealthy economy, but level-headed guys, and when you are talking about I, me and myself, then you will face problem, because now you are facing some serious challenges, and you are pouring, or you are giving lots and lots of money, because things are not normal, and it is not a situation which one can very proud of. I wish and pray that things will normalize and some sane voices will come out from both the sides. That's what I can wish. Apart from that, let's see what will happen after that. So there is nothing much about it, so let's quickly go to the market and let us see what has happened, because the market is saying something else. Understand this thing, that the stock market is always a future discount machine. So whatever you know and whatever I know has already been discounted. So if you want to discount the news which everybody knows and you think that market will fall down because of this, then you are completely on the wrong path. Okay, it means you do not understand what you are doing. Now Dow Jones 1.27%, and it has happened after the inflation data last week, which cools off a bit Q1 MOM month on month, and you can see some politics has already been started over there. So I don't want to talk about that. Apart from that, you have Nasdaq, which is up by 2%. Then combination impact on S&P 1.73%. Gold is up. It went down to 1700 and now it is trading at 1880. And I have specific videos on this on gold, and I have discussed this thing in my previous session of US weekly stock market report, where it was trading at or near 1700, and I have specifically said that it is around the corner where it is trading at the support level, and this will definitely give you a good opportunity where a move has already started towards $2,000 in the gold futures. Okay, so if you haven't checked my previous videos, go and check it out. Now the concern here is the bond yield. The US bond yield is consistently trading in between 2.6 and 3%. So it looks like right now it looks like it's been consolidating. The good thing is oil came down from 126, 25, 26 to 91. Hope it will fall down further if things looks good, which means if policies are sane, then obviously oil will further fall down, but that we have to see. Then natural gas. Now natural gas is something I keep on talking about it, because out of all commodities this is a different thing, and when winter seasons are approaching in the west, natural gas is a daily requirement, is the daily need, and this is one of them, and I have already made specific videos on natural gas futures, so if you can also check it out, the trend. Now natural gas is something which will go out of the direction if other commodities start falling down. This is one thing which will stood out, or which will stand out in the upcoming months, at least in the upcoming winters, because if there is a supply crunch, which is the case right now, then problem will be there. Apart from that, the US dollar index is trading comfortably at 105 after testing the highs of 109, and we hope and we wish that it will fall down further. Indications are there. One bad policy move and you will see things started crumbling, because you want to save your economy, that's fine, but the kind of risk you contain right now, you possess right now, are huge. So these are the things that we are going to look at. So let's go and check out the chart, what the chart is saying. First of all, the price chart of Nasdaq. Now Nasdaq is actually showing some good moves, as you can see, and that's why in my regular videos I have talked about ETFs and why one should definitely look at ETFs, because ETFs have crumbled like 60-70%. It's like a big correction. Okay, 60-70% is not at all a small correction, and if you do not purchase a correction, an ETF correction after 60 or 70%, then it's the simplest way to make money. Okay, if you can't do that, then I don't understand what can give you money or decent return over a period of time. Anyways, if you are looking at this is the weekly chart. So if you are looking at the price trend of Nasdaq, you will see something like this. Okay, so you will see something like this, where you will find your support at 10,825, and Nasdaq has already started moving higher. So the next swing that we are looking at will be in between 20 and 25,000 in the upcoming weeks and months. So let us see how things perform going forward. Apart from that, the dollar index, the mighty dollar index, let us see whether it will fall or not. So it's like a David versus Goliath, and yeah, here we are. So the dollar index has started correcting, and if you are looking at the indicators, it has actually stretched. It may rise further on the upside a bit, that's always a possibility, but situation is a bit tricky right now. So expecting beyond a certain point is actually not good. Okay, so this is what we are looking at as far as the trend, and let us see. So the support that you can see going forward will be 101, which means that there is a further leg on the downside as far as DXY is concerned. The third thing is the gold future. I have talked about gold, I think a month or 2 months back, when it was or at least a month back when it was trading or tested near 1700, and I have specifically said that this will be an opportunity, because over a period of time gold has performed quite well. Okay, so it has tested the lows of $1700. So this is the gold futures chart, not gold spot, and it has started moving higher. So the next move that we are going to look at, so here we are. So we have 1700 on the downside, and on the upside we have 2035 and we have 2096. So this is what we are looking at as far as the gold chart is concerned, and you can simply correlate it with silver because both are moving in tandem. Now the important thing to discuss here is the US yield. Okay, so the US, this one is 10-year yield, and you can see the strength. US 10-year yield is definitely showing strength, and the indicators are exactly indicating the same. And why is it so? Because there is still hopes, and the central bank or the Fed has already said that we will fight inflation, and inflation is our prime concern. And if this is the case, then going forward we will again have a big interest rate hike, and the levels that we are going to look at will be something like this. So on the downside we have 2.3, and on the upside it may went up to or in between 5.6 and 7%. So I know that I am saying something very big, but what should I do? I cannot deny the chart, and trend is with you, so you have to be very specific. So with that, I'll just summarize and end up this video with a positive note, but you have to keep an eye on the bond yield, because bond yield is indicating something else. Rest will be fine, and once Fed will change their decision, market will move much faster than it looks right now. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.